This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Good morning, everyone. This is video number 2 in our Excel course. I hope you find it well. In this video, we are going to show two more functions, SUMIF and SUMIFS. SUMIF function. This function makes addition to some numbers in an array or a range. They are selected based on a certain condition. Syntax as shown. Equal SUMIF, and between two phrases I give three arguments. The first argument is range, second argument is condition, third argument is sum range. So SUMIF checks this condition within this range, and when it happens, SUMIF adds the number corresponding in the sum range, and this is how SUMIF works. Let's see example for it. Assuming we have this sample data class and the quantity for each class, I want to make a simple report. Total quantity for each class. So for class A, I add the green cells, which is 20 plus 30 plus 70. And for class B, it's 10 plus 40. How can I use SUMIF to make this happen? First argument is range PP, column PP, which contains the classes. Second argument is a condition, which is referring here to cell E3. E3 containing text A. So Excel will search for this text A within this range column PP. And when it happens, Excel should add the numbers in column CC, which is 20, 30, and 70. And that is how it works. Let's see it in Excel sheet. For example, here we have sales report for some brands for each month, and we want to summarize total sales for each brand here. So how can we use SUMIF function to make this happen? Well, I start typing equal SUMIF. In between two phrases, I give our three arguments. The first argument is the range. I want to search for each item within it, which is column PP. Condition here will be cell E4. And when it happens, Excel or SUMIF function should add the numbers within range column CC. Enter. I get 26. Copy paste this function here. I get a total quantity 147. To make sure our function is working properly, I may add a small function here equal sum, and I say range, this range 147, and for here equal sum. I say it F4 to F8, 147. Since these two numbers are the same, so I added all the quantity sold for these brands all over the year. That's how SUMIF is done. Now, SUMIFS function. This function makes addition to some numbers in an array or a range. They are selected based on a certain conditions. So the only difference between SUMIF and SUMIFS is this. SUMIFS can take more than one condition. SUMIF takes only one condition. So this S letter is the only difference between these two functions. Syntax of SUMIFS. We start here with the sum range, and then sequentially I give a range and condition, range and condition, range and condition, and so on. It can take as many as conditions as you can imagine. For example, here, the same example in the previous slide, we have a classes and a quantity, and let's say we want to add only numbers greater than 10, not all the numbers. So how can it done? With using SUMIFS function. We start with sum range, which is column CC, then range 1 column PP, which contains the class. Condition 1, which is cell E3. For this example here, for this function here, sorry, it's A, and for the next one, it will be. Range 2 is CC, the numbers I want to add itself. And the condition number 2 is greater than 10. So, SUMIFS will add numbers in column CC, but they will be selected based on these two conditions. Column PP containing the same class I say here, and these numbers should be greater than 10. So 7 and 5 are ignored. For class A, 30 and 70 are selected, giving 100. And for class B, 30 and 40 are taken, giving 70 total quantity. Let's see it in Excel sheet. For the same sales report we have, let's say I have a branch, another information is added. So I want this report, I want to add all quantities sold for HP, but only for 30 stores. And once more for CFC and once more for SUMIFS. So I won't add all HP at one time. It will be divided into three times. So how can we use SUMIFS function to make it happen? Equals SUMIFS. Between two parentheses, I start giving our arguments. The first argument is the total quantity I want to sum, the sum range, which is column DD. I'm sorry, I write it DD. Criteria 1, which is range 1, is column PB. It should be equals to this cell. And the second range would be column CC, and its condition will be the value in G4, which is here 23. Copy paste, and here we go. Total quantity is 191. Total quantity here is 191. So you are working, the function is working right. And total quantity of HP is here 23 plus 2 plus 10, which is 35. If I track here HP, it should be 35. I had here 5, and then 8, and then 2 and 3, and then 7 and 10, which is 35. So function is working. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.